Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Hey, Evie, Valor, hey, Drew. How's it going? You guys might, he's a little bit blurry, but you might be able to notice you got free chonk right now. Oh, that makes it even worse. Okay, just gotta extend out. Walt is hanging out on the chair. He found a comfy spot, and he is just chilling. He's vibing. He's kind of giving me the death glare right now. Hey, Nadia, how's it going? Thank you for the compliment on the hat. Let's see if my keyboard is actually... Why are my hotkeys not working? It's not good. Yeah, and I'm obscuring them now. Why? Why hotkeys? Gotta unplug this sucker? Yep, just had to unplug it. All right, so... Oh no, he's kind of obscured now. Here, I'll give you a few more free seconds of chonk. Now chat's covering him up. Yeah, he's just kind of chilling back there, sleeping. But we have easy access to him anyway. Plans for tonight. I am working on my island. As I've said a couple of times over the past week or so, the goal is to turn most of my island into a game show set. So I will show you the progress I've made, and we'll continue working on it. I think I need to switch clothes though. I've been wearing this for a while when I'm not in my game show outfit. Hey Dory, how's it going? You're working on your island tonight too? Cool. What are you working on your island? My biggest struggle was figuring out what to do with my villagers now that most of my island is going to be taken up with game show sets. Because originally what I was going to do was I was just going to jam all my villagers in the corner. But then I saw them all over there, and it was just kind of a sad state of affairs, and I felt really bad that I threw them all over there. So I looked up some... layout ideas. What do you think, Drew? Just the plain old crew neck? I think that's fitting. Working on flowers. I actually recently went through my island and probably trashed like over 100 flowers because they just took over my entire island. So I know how that goes. 46 working on church. You're going to need to show us pictures in the Discord, 46, when you're done with that. Looking forward to it. Which I have to say, I was going to unveil our little surprise this stream, but it turns out I was mistaken with the tracking information. It was not going to be delivered today. Only part of it was delivered today. So some surprises in store for followers of the Church of Nook coming soon. I'm hoping at least by Sunday's stream. Could you make each one like the house of the game show set? I could do that. I'll show you what I have right now, and I guarantee you it will change at some point just because that's how I am, and I can't like just decide on one thing and stay to it, or stick to it. I'll show you what it currently looks like. I really need to give these to Dwight. Those glasses there, I think. Actually, I'm going to wear these ones. Oh, I like those moccasins so much. You know what, though? That looks pretty good right there. See, when I go over to Drew and Sarah's, this is pretty much what I look like. Bag included. Actually, it would be more like this bag. This is like going to Drew and Sarah's for the weekend look. Usually I've got some kind of hat on. Crew neck. So I just don't... They don't care what I look like, so... Oh, and I know we've got some folks here who probably haven't seen my house. It's still a work in progress, as most things on my island are, but this is my bedroom, and I've got my little, like, streaming area up here. Lots of purple. Sarah says spot on. I'll get done soon if I can get books. I checked 46. I was going to offer you some, but I don't think I've even gotten a book once on my island somehow. So I can't even, like, order any. This is the guest bedroom. I got, like, really addicted to those fisherman flags, so I think I have all of them. And then the little fishing poster from the event. No music in that room, though, which is kind of weird. And this is like the living room. This isn't done yet, but I just want to put a bunch of plants in there. My kitchen is kind of done. I don't really do... I don't... Yeah, just most of my house is not where I would like it to be, but that's okay. And then this is going to be my shrine. Like everything else, not done, but this is what it will be, this room here. I've even got like a little offering bin here, so you can make sacrifices. I eventually need to get the real Tom Nook poster. I would like that because it matches a lot better than that one, but... Ooh, and I have to remember too, Flo submitted Mop Moolah. He submitted Mop Moolah for a design, and he sent me the design, so I've got to update that tonight as well. Okay. So I'll show you my villager area. Oh, and I was going to tell you guys too. So we were playing Gold Digger this last week. After I reset the set, I realized today I actually buried 2 crowns, and we still didn't find it. Didn't find either. So I thought that was kind of funny. So right now on my map, everything here is kind of like a barren wasteland. This kind of whole section off to the west here. But that'll be slowly populated. But I've got these little markers here to designate where houses are going to be. So I've got this 3-tiered section. So there's going to be a house here, here, and then 2 here. And then there's going to be 2 houses. Well, there are 2 houses here. And there will be another section up here where there will be 1 house each. And I've got to build more. I have to raise more land up over here. But I've got to move this house before I can do that. But I'm kind of just focusing on what I can manage at this point. Just have 1 stream all crowns. That would throw people for a loop. I don't have the money for that though. I don't have the capital. I suppose that's another thing I could do tonight. I could look into the turnip exchange, but I always preach. See, look at this. This is just like a sad state of affairs here. like a sad housing district that's way too cramped. So we're slowly taking care of that and returning it to, you know, some semblance of dignity. Whose house was up there? It is. Oh, if you're talking about the player's house, it's the dude. So that's the Big Lebowski's house. Because I've got three alt accounts. I've got Willem Dafoe, the Big Lebowski, and Dwight Schrute. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with their houses quite yet, but in due time. Hey DTX, how's it going? Thanks for the host. Appreciate it. Was that some stairs to nothing? That is some stairs to nothing, 46, because at one point in time, these were the steps that led up to my like little Serenity Garden area. But I have since demolished all of that, and I've moved on from it. Ellie is still unfortunately on my island because she refuses to thought bubble for me, and I'm not really about that time travel life, so it's gonna be, I just get to deal with it until, until she decides that it's time to leave again. She's my least favorite villager by far. I want her off my island. And for those of you not familiar with the situation, I actually had her thought bubble for me once, ready to move, and I accidentally told her to stay. So she is here. That's, I guess, all that can be said about the situation. So at this point, what we're gonna do, kind of what I have in mind is I'm gonna have 3 different sizes of game show sets. I'm gonna have a large set, a medium-sized set, and a small set. The Gold Digger set is probably gonna be classified as the large set. Most likely. So the plan right now, I would like to jazz this area up. We got to put Flo's design right here tonight too. I got to remember that. He also has this spot too. I think he's the first person to get 2 designs actually. Here's 46's, Flo's, Bella's, Justin's, and then Valor's. So all the game show sets are going to be led by these divided by these walkways, right? So then on a game show night, what I can do is I can just fence off the breaks in the paths that are not towards the game show set that we were playing that evening. And then I'll put these little dots out or maybe arrows or something, some type of indicator for where the game show set is. Oh, and I've got shooting stars tonight. Sweet. So that's the plan right now, and I can't quite decide. Originally I had this path 3 spaces wide, which is enough for 2 people to go up and down it. But so right now I've got it as 5, which means I can put a design down the middle if I want, and then I can also put like some decorations on the side. So I think I'm going to leave it at 5. It takes up a little bit more space, but I think ultimately it looks nicer. And it can't just all be about functionality. It's got to look nice too. It's kind of the opinion I'm of right now. I got to figure out what to do with this museum too. And the part I'm tearing down right now was originally the residential area but obviously that'll not be the case anymore. This will be one of our large game show sets. I'm kind of hoping in future to implement some games that are perhaps a little bit more involved. You know, because right now the games, like, you know, people enjoy playing Gold Digger and whatnot, but it's a really simple game, and it's simple by design because people coming off the exchange have to understand how to play it without much direction. But I would like to play some games that people from the Discord can sign up for. I am in the process of play testing some sports type games. Like, I've got a version of Quidditch I'm gonna try out, and then like a football type game. They're very similar, but might just end up being one or the other, but we'll see. Okay. So what we're gonna do is see how the... Oh, Drew, are you still in chat? Would you be able to share that with, there you... Oh, 46 did. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, good sir, for doing that. Yeah, so Dory, just click that link and you can join our Discord. And anyone can join that. It's not like restricted or anything. So it's a friendly group of people. We talk a lot of Animal Crossing on there. Share pictures of our pets, and you know, it's a good group. Everyone's really nice, so don't be shy. Feel free to jump into conversations. Everyone is very nice over there. So we try to keep everything kind of like in the streams, keep things friendly, keep things relaxed, you know what I mean? Just vibing, as we say. Just vibing. You joined? Awesome. Very cool. Oh, wow, we had like 3 people just join. Sweet. Very cool. Hello, little Dewey. How's it going? Welcome. Do you play, you an Animal Crossing player as well? Right now, we're just working on, making some edits to my island. We do game shows every week, and so I'm just kind of retooling my island to be a bunch of game show sets so that it's easier to do the games. You just play vicariously through others? That's okay. If you like Animal Crossing, this is, I think this is a good channel to be on. We do a lot of that here. I would say we mostly play Animal Crossing. Probably 3 times a week. 3 or do about 4 streams a week, and about 3 of them are Animal Crossing, I would say. Sounds about right. I do need a Tom Nook poster, yes. Need one for my little shrine room. Oh, are you sure, Evie? And little Dewey just followed us. Thanks for that, Dewey. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy hanging out with us, and welcome to the Broom Closet. I'm gonna lay. Are you gonna be on for a while, Evie? Because I'm gonna try finishing this path here, and then if you want, I can visit you, or you can stop by here, and I can give you some bells as well. I've got plenty of bells for your service to my shrine room. I've got to figure out how wide this game show set should be. Because unfortunately, it's a little off-centered. You know, something I really wish they would implement that would make the game show nights worlds easier is some type of like a lockbox feature. Like it'd be nice if there was like some type of lockbox you could have that only you could access, but you could take items in and out of it that wasn't your inventory at your house. Like if you could store 60 items in it or something. That would be so nice, because sometimes I just run out of space for prizes and stuff on game show nights. Okay, Evie, yeah, I think soon here I'll have you over. If that's okay with you. What's the story behind the broom closet? That's an idea, Drew. That's a good idea. I could make another alt account and just have them. See, my problem is this is so I've been thinking about this. The problem I run into is I have to have everything gated off to keep things flowing fast. So the only way to have a house where I'd be able to access it from every game show set would be to build like actual cliffs, because then I could take a ladder over it. The issue though is if I can ladder over it, someone else can. So I have kind of thought of that too, because like right here on this game show set for Gold Digger, you can see I've got cliff right here, and that's so I can ladder over it. But technically anyone could do that. Most people are good and, you know, do what they're supposed to, but once the game show sets are more spread out, I'm not always going to be able to keep an eye on where people are at. Sorry, to answer your question, Dewey. So my user name is Raging Janitor. There's a whole story behind that, I suppose. It's not a very interesting one. Had anger issues as a young man, and I was a janitor, and that's about that story. But the broom closet just refers to this collective community of nice folks who hangs out here. So that's really all there is to it. It's just a janitor motif to a community name. Need to put some eye drops in, I think. Okay, I'm gonna need some more brick fencing, methinks. Also gonna have to measure out the game show set and see. So I feel like currently as it stands, Gold Digger is a pretty good size. Allows us to play for like an entire evening without having to worry about refilling for prizes. Oops. And in the near future here, I might need some folks to stop by and do some, probably not tonight, but I'll have to have some folks stop by and do some play testing with me for some of our other games, just to see if they work and work out the bugs and all that. Okay, so we're gonna continue our little stone path here. Originally, I had the purple brick design going on this whole path, but I kind of feel like having a cluster of the custom designs that big makes the game slow down. Like, it's really glitchy by my house, and I have a lot of custom designs over there. Kind of seems like it slows things down. Pick you. You will be on the list, Valor, when we do some testing. it's mostly because like obviously I can have Kate help me test things, but it's a little bit tough to know like how a game that's gonna be like 2v2 or 3v3 without actually having that many people here. And of course, there's always the X factor of connections, because Animal Crossing does not like instability with connection at all. Cannot handle it. I really hope that at some point they implement changes for that system, because it needs to be better. I feel like the game is too popular for them to not do anything with that, but at the same time, it's also Nintendo, and you know, Nintendo gonna do what Nintendo gonna do, because they, you know, frankly, just sometimes they don't really care about online play. Are you having a party at your place, 46? Have a lot of people there right now? All right, so we're gonna have to take care of that as well. I think I got enough room in my inventory to unearth these for a little bit. All right, go back to our stone path here. I actually kind of like this, the terracotta tiles more, but I feel like if I put a light arrow on there, it doesn't show up as nicely. And most of the theming on my island is a bit darker anyway, so we'll do this. Gotta decide what I want to do for the sides of these walkways. So I'm gonna, obviously they're gonna be brick walls, but I think I want some kind of lighting. I actually like the floor lights, the little discs that go on the ground, because they have a purple one, which kind of fits nicely with everything on my island, but see if there's maybe anything else out there. All right, now we have a lot of brick. Ooh, what is that bug? Of course, I don't think I have a net on me. Oh well, I'll have to catch it another time. You know what, before I get... Let's actually build this section first. Before I get too far on that top, I should probably measure out what I want the game show set to be. Okay, so let's do some measuring. I'm gonna do this because it'll be a little bit easier to see. This is kind of my measuring tool. Just using these little logos. Yeah, if you've got some extra ZV, I would be glad to take them off your hand because I always seem to need more. I think we're just going to go 3 down. Okay, so that's good. And then let's see how many across. It'll be so nice to be able to just leave this stuff out every week instead of having to set it up and tear it down. Okay, so... $23. 23 wide by 15 high. It's going to be the size of a large game show set. Okay. Evie, I will invite you over real quick, if that's okay. I guess that doesn't want to work. Why does it keep doing this? There we go. Gotta hide the screen. Excuse me. Oops. For whatever reason, the whispers don't work on Streamlabs. I always gotta go back over to Twitch to do it. Okay, Evie, I sent you the code. You put Celeste up for free? Yeah, that was... Shouldn't be surprised with that result, 46. Which, I don't know. Well, I just saw this in my browser, actually. I'm thinking one of these upcoming streams here for one of our non-Animal Crossing nights, I found the original Oregon Trail game. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have a night where we play that, and there's 5 people in your wagon, and you can name them, so I'll have people from chat as part of the wagon. Thought that would be fun to do. I love that game. Yeah, it's just like on this way. I'm sure I can get it onto my onto my streaming software, but there's just this website that has it that you can play for free. It's called classicreload.com if anyone's interested in doing it. But yeah, it's just the DOS version right there. It's awesome. I played a little bit today just to kind of test things out. Have you ever played the card version game, Valor? That I played that with my my siblings, and that was really fun. Actually, it was surprisingly good. Like, it was a good adaptation of the game. Can't wait to die from dysentery. Evie is bringing all the goods. Ooh, yeah. So I'm going over to Drew's this weekend, and we are going to be playing some Settlers of Catan, I imagine. We both have that on Switch, which is so much. I get playing it on tabletop, you know, that tactile, but like just handling trades and setting up the board, you don't have to do anything regarding that. It's just so nice. Thanks a lot, Evie. I appreciate that. Oh no, my pockets are full though. I gotta clear some stuff out. Yeah, thank you for doing that. That'll help immensely to have some extra floor lights, and now my shrine will be one step closer to completion as well. So thank you. We can play 3 games in the time it takes to set up the first game. Yeah, that's... Whoops, I gotta back out of that. Yeah, that's pretty true. One thing I will say that's really cool is I've seen like some, I guess you would call it like artisan versions of Catan. Like people have made their own custom boards, so they take like really nice wood and carve it or paint it or whatever, and those are the little, are they hex pieces or octagon? I think they're hex yeah, they're hexes. Those look really cool, but again, it's like the whole setup thing, and I guess personally I don't feel robbed of the experience playing it on the Switch, but I played the card game once, but it's only been out for a couple of years. I played the original when it first came out on DOS. Yeah, I played the original quite a bit. And then the versions that followed, the like updated, the updated versions. The ones with the motion capture are pretty funny. There's this if you guys like just kind of, how do you describe it? Just kind of like goofy sense of humor. And a guy who has played a lot of like weird retro games. You should check out this creator called Brutal Moose. He's one of my favorites to watch in my free time. And he has some videos on, I believe he played one of the more modern Oregon Trail games, and he played one of them with the motion capture art on it. And some of the sound effects are just overly dramatic and awesome, and I love it. Amazon Trail and Yukon Trail. I don't think I played Yukon Trail, but I definitely had Amazon Trail. I know I played that one because I remember distinctly like the view of you like in the canoe. That I remember. Oh, we should the expansion with the sea. Yeah, we should try it. Yeah, we should definitely try some of the expansions this weekend for sure. Brutal Moose is on Twitch, Drew, but he primarily makes YouTube content. He streams like twice a week. His streams are pretty good. I actually he's a big source of inspiration for me with his streams. He's a very laid back streamer. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing this. I feel like, let's see, apple, cherry, peach, orange. I'll move like one of each of those trees and then chop down the rest. A Mayan Trail. That one I don't remember. Oh, I can't remember the name of the game. He played another one. I don't know if it was called Africa Trail, but it was a biking one where you rode bike. I remember in the early days of New Horizons where like my entire island was just covered in fruit trees, and now I'm like, trees. It's kind of a nuisance now. Maya Quest. Okay. I don't remember that one. I don't think I played that one. Is this wide enough? Hard time gauging. I feel like it is. Yeah, I think that's the same. It's out in 95. Yeah, I don't think I played that one. That doesn't look right. Better, I think. All right, let's see what it looks like when we lay one of these bad boys down. Also, placing these floor lights sometimes is so difficult. That looks nice, I think. Kind of extends over. Yeah, and I can't remember if it was called, like the whole concept behind Africa Trail was that at the time there was this, there was a record for like the longest bike trip or something. And the whole goal of the game was, oh, you're gonna go and beat the record. Like that was the driving force behind the game. Oh, hey Justin, how's it going? Yes, so how the conversation started was I found a website. Oh, here, Evie, we're gonna put up the poster now. I found a website that has like emulates the original DOS version of Oregon Trail, and so I was thinking it'd be fun one of the stream nights to play that, because you get to name your character and the 5 people with you on the trail, and I thought we could name people from chat as the wagon members, so that would be kind of fun. And 46 said he's excited to die of dysentery, and it's like, well, it sounds like we've got the makings of an interesting stream in the future here. Just gotta find time to to squeeze it in. Ooh, really? You're in for a treat. It's one of my favorite older games. Did any of you guys have computer lab growing up where it was, I can't even remember what the name, I think they were called iMacs. It was the Macintosh computer that was like the plastic, like with the vibrant colors. EMAC, is that what it was? Okay. EMACs, okay. Yeah, anytime I see those, like, it's very nostalgia inducing for me, because I remember playing, at that point it wouldn't have been the DOS version of Oregon Trail, it would have been an updated version, but playing that on there, playing Math Blasters, which is yeah, just had normal computers. Bear in mind, Evie, I'm old. So that could have something to do with it. Yeah, do you remember Math Blasters? That shit was awesome. And apparently they made some like newer versions too. I don't know. They don't look as fun as the original one to me, but yeah, I remember. And then when you would get to the very end of it, it would give you like a certificate of completion that you'd print out. And it was still exciting even every time, even though like you'd print it out and it's like, oh, I've already printed out like 30 of these things. This is all I do in the computer lab, but still felt some sense of accomplishment from it. I remember us having that conversation at one point, Drew, and that's kind of what Chrome or Google is trying to do with the Chromebook now. Right, because they're getting, a lot of schools use Chromebooks now. The thought is give them discounts, get them into the hands of young people, and so that's what they're going to be familiar with, and then when they go home and they want like a basic computing device, they're going to want a Chromebook. That's the idea, I feel like. We were really late adopters for a home PC. When I was a kid, we just had a huge gray Dell tower with the CRT well into the mid 2000s. We had computers. We never had, like, not that I remember anyways, we didn't have, like, you know, things like Commodore or anything along those lines. But I do remember we had, I think it probably would have been an HP or Compaq. And well, no, that's a lie, because I do remember playing games even when I was like probably 4 or 5 years old on computer. I remember the big game, probably the first game on computer that I really got into on my own was Age of Empires, the original. Played the shit out of that. You're dating yourself. Those computers didn't come out until I was almost out of high school. Nothing wrong with aging yourself. That's okay. It is funny. I know that the folks who are hanging out here kind of span several age groups, but specifically, I feel like Drew and I, probably Justin and Valor as well. I remember, it's weird because we're kind of in between, like, different stages of technology. Like, I remember writing a book report and not having the internet, so I had to get like an encyclopedia to look up stuff, and it's just a bizarre thing to think about. A weird experience, because like now, like, all of my siblings don't remember a world without internet. I'm the oldest in my family, so it's just bizarre. And yeah, the dial tone, I never actually had AOL, but my friend did, that I hung out with a lot. And so yeah, you'd go over there, and the thing would be after school is to like hang out in an AOL chat room. And that horrid dial tone. I do admit, though, I like hearing it now. Yep, we had the same thing. Yeah, we had well, okay, so I should say this. We didn't own one as a family, but at the school library, that's where I went. And I was also an MSN Messenger guy, not AOL. And it is weird to think too, you know, you had the encyclopedia at home for a while. Yeah. It's interesting to think about. The other thing too, you just kind of think about now, whenever you wonder about something now, it's like, I wonder this. Like, for instance, I can't remember the name of the actor in this movie. Well, what do? You just take out your phone and you've got the information like in a second. There used to be a day and age where we just thought about things, we couldn't remember them, and then we just moved on. It was like, do you remember the guy in that movie? No? Huh. I don't either. And then you just went about your life not remembering what it was until like you were reminded somehow. Yeah, or you just had to like, yeah, you just had to take someone's word for it. It's like, oh yeah, it was Josh Hartnett. That doesn't seem right, but okay. Just never having correct information. I don't know why that name came to mind. I think because when I think of movie season, I sometimes have a hard time thinking of his name because I don't see him in a lot. I haven't seen him in a movie in a long time. 23 by 15. Have you watched Umbrella Academy? I haven't. Is that like, I might be totally wrong. Is that like kids with superpowers? Is that what it's about? So I have definitely heard of it. I haven't watched it though. I remember my folks had an ongoing multi-year argument about whether Omar Sharif, the actor, was Egyptian or not, and there was no way to. Yeah, you just like you got into arguments about things, and you're like, you don't know, like you just are gonna stay in that state of stasis, like you aren't gonna know. Ooh, past 55-star reviews on Amazon. Nice job, nice job. I think I'm at like 30. I've been off the Nookazon train for a while, but I'm sure I'll be back on soon. That doesn't seem right. Okay, that's right. It was a comic. Is it like X-Men? Is that what it is? Like the kids from. Oh, it was written by Mr. Way from MCR. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. You like it better? It's been a while since I've like read. I used to be pretty regular reader of comics. I've kind of fallen off the planet with that. She was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is. 46, that's kind of how I feel when I do our game show nights. Like, it just pumps up my ratings on the Turnip Exchange. I think I'm like maybe within 40 reviews of getting 300 5-star ratings. Kind of want to... I'd love to know, like, what the record is. Like, I want to see what the highest... I know I'm not the highest yet, because I've seen other islands with, like, 500 or whatever 5-star ratings, but... There's Kate. Speaking of shows, have any of you guys ever watched Venture Brothers before? I recently bought the first season on Google, the Google store. I've seen it before. I love it. It's a good show. So I didn't go into it blind, but Yeah, and I don't think it's unfortunately I don't think it's on any service, Drew, but when we come over this weekend, I can show you a couple of it's imagine a less hectic Rick and Morty, I feel like. Like I feel like the humor is maybe a little bit more, it's a little more, it's not quite as on the nose, but we just got a follow from Trash Can Lol. Trash Can Lol, thank you so much for the follow. It means a lot. Hope you enjoy hanging out with us, and welcome to the Broom Closet. I do not know why I'm putting stone over all of this, because most of this is going to be brick. Less hectic Rick and Morty sounds like a very good thing indeed. Yeah, and I will say I am a Rick and Morty fan. But I feel like that is a way to describe it. The whole premise is it's this scientist guy, Thaddeus Venture, and he has two sons who are his clones. Or I don't think they're even clones though, because they don't look like him. But they are made from his genetic material, and just kind of the antics they get into. But yeah, highly recommend that show. But I don't think there's any place right now that you can just watch it, like on a streaming service. I think you gotta buy it, unfortunately. Unless Adult Swim has some type of a streaming service that I'm unaware of. Oh no, you gotta... That sucks when that happens, Evie. I've been fortunate enough I haven't had any of those situations where I've gotten like a bad review because of someone doing something like that. I've been pretty lucky with my transactions on the exchange, or on Nookazon rather, and the exchange as well, but you were referring to Nookazon. Oh no, Sprocket's thought bubbling. What's going on? Sure, Sprocket, go for it. Ooh, that's a good point, Justin. I guess I didn't realize that. I mean, I know you can, I suppose though, right within a review, you can probably see the other person and just go over there and look. I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt too. Like if there's like if they have lots of good reviews and there's like one that sticks out to me, it's like that's an anomaly. And to me, it's like, okay, something probably happened there. And I'm not willing to like write that person off, that like they're a bad person to deal with. I feel like most people are pretty good who play the game. Get the occasional stinker, but yeah, most people are good. Yeah, the term exchange is bugged too, because the thing that happened to you, 46, happens to me all the time. Like I'll be monitoring the queue, and then it'll say I have 5-star reviews, and I'm like, okay, well that doesn't seem right. And then I'll refresh the page, and then it'll be like, oh, never mind, you have like 250. It's like, okay. All my other reviews are like, oh my god, super nice, totally recommend them. There's one that's like, oh my god, terrible, never trading again. Yeah, so at that point, it's like, what are you gonna believe? At that point, I'm like, I think it'll probably be just fine if I trade with this person. Shit, I can never count. Yeah, I think at that point, you just kind of got to cut your losses and move on and try to build up some other positive reviews to kind of wash that one out. Yeah, and I agree. It would be nice to have something that's a little more detailed on the Turnip Exchange website. For sure, as opposed to stars. Plus the stars are kind of glitchy. The thing I don't like too, I see why they do it, because they don't have like an account like you do with Nookazon, so that they don't want people like review bombing other islands just because people are stupid like that sometimes. But you've got to do the whole thing where you link up your Discord to leave ratings. Although I will say with Nookazon, I struggle using it. I struggle using it on mobile for whatever reason. It might be that I'm using Safari. But for whatever reason, whenever I try logging into Nookazon on my phone, like it'll just spin 90% of the time. Sarah, I'll look real quick. I don't think she's on my island. I think I just have shooting stars. I could be wrong though. I'll check. Use Chrome on Android. Yeah, and it maybe I should just try a different browser. I have believe I have Firefox downloaded as well. I always used to use Chrome. This is actually the first time I've owned an iPhone. I was like a hardcore Android devotee. But when I do get logged in, it works like a charm. Yeah, I get the sound alerts and everything. It's really nice. And I'm not like purposely hoarding fossils. It's just like part of my routine. I just dig them up and I throw them there, and then I'll just get them all assessed at once and then dump them off at the old Nooks. Yeah, I don't think Celeste is here, Sarah. Oh, I gotta get my net and catch whatever that thing is. I don't think I've caught one of those. Yeah, I pretty much gutted my whole island, Justin. I have to remember to log, like on the days that I'm not streaming, I have to remember to log in every day to make sure to make sure that I like do my one demolition and one islander move allowed per day just to make sure I'm getting things rolling. I'll show you real quick because I don't think you were on. Right now, all my villagers, all my villagers are, for the most part, are down at the bottom left of the map there. And I was gonna leave them there, but it's just a depressing state of affairs. And I'm like, I feel like I can give them a cool looking location while also having plenty of room for the sets. So I'm doing this. I looked up some layout options. So I'm doing this little 3-tiered thing. So there's going to be 4 houses down below. There will be a set of steps here, 4 more houses, and then at the very top tier there will be 2 houses. So yes, it is a very long slog indeed. I agree. It's kind of nice once you have everything done though. This will take me some time, but the nice thing is I'll have plenty of sets built that we can start using before I'm fully done with the island, so that part will be nice, I think. So we'll start to see some benefit quickly from it. Okay, I feel like we can probably pare this down to 2 spaces and then, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Evie, now that I'm moving them here, I'll show you. Now that I'm moving them up to the top left of my island instead of the bottom left, they're gonna each have their own like little yard. It's not gonna be huge by any means, but they'll each have their own little space that I'll be able to decorate, and it'll look nicer than just having them all jam packed into one area. Whoops. Nope, don't want to do that. I'm gonna have to do something with my museum too. But I'm not sure what. I will say the one thing I do really dislike about shuffling homes and buildings around is that, like, if you have a building that you just want to like scooch forward a couple spaces, you can't, as far as I know anyway, you can't just do that because it'll say, oh, there's something in the way. It's like, yeah, the building is in the way and I want to move that building down. So you have to play this like whole juggling act where you like send it to like a random place that you have enough room for and then send it back to the spot you originally wanted it at. That's been driving me. Yeah, that's like, and you know, it'd be really nice too if they, when you're laying down the moving kit, if it was like a grid system where it's like, oh, you can like shift it a couple, even if it's just like a couple of squares in front of you or like to the sides, like while you have the kit out, that would be really nice. Because I have so many times where it's like, I'm like just an inch or 2 off to the side, so it's not gonna place it where I want it. Drives me insane. $200K bells in 4 days to move 2 houses, 1 square to the right. Yeah, and that's the worst too. It's like you're just like you're almost there with it, and just not quite. Yeah, I'm that way too, Jess. I'll be like, it'll like keep me up at night if I don't just go and fix it though. I when I was making this little housing development over here, which had all the houses with like the individual ramps, I set one of the houses. It still fit on top of its thing, but it was offset by 1 square from everything else. And so I was like, son of a bitch. And what did I do? I took it off of there, moved it to a different spot, and then repositioned it so that it was perfect. Because I was not going to stand for having it be off by 1 square. All right, our permanent gold digger set is looking up. I was talking about with future games of Gold Digger, something I might do just to make it a little more fun to watch is now, Justin, I'll explain it for you. I'm not sure if it's something you do across the pond there, but we have pull tabs, which is like these little cardboard slips you buy at bars, and it's gambling. You pull them apart and it shows all the values underneath and whatever. So what they do with those is when you buy them, they have a little board up with all the high value ones, and they scratch them off as people win them. So I'm thinking I might do that with Gold Digger, where I have some high value ones, like where, you know, instead of just like a gold nugget, maybe there's like a stack of 5. And so then I'll occasionally show like a screen that has all the high value prizes, and I'll scratch them off as they go. It's kind of like a scratch card, except instead of scratching, there's actual tabs on it that you pull back, and it reveals what the prize is underneath, if there is one, if you won. So that's like a very popular bar activity, especially in the Midwest where I live. People will buy like, you know, they'll pool in and buy like a couple hundred at a time and just sit there and do those. Kind of fun if you haven't done it before, but, you know, it's like gambling. Yeah. Probably not going to come out ahead. I desperately need to get some eye drops in here. While I do that, did that work? Look at that. You can kind of see Walt in the background there. He's sitting. You can kind of see Walt sleeping on the chair over there, but chat's kind of blocking it. Here, I'll hide this real quick so you can see him. Our little angel. He's been there the whole stream. Okay. You know, if he would reliably sit there during streams, or like in a spot, I would consider setting up a cat cam. If I had to do it with one of the cats, it would be Walt, because he's the one who I could probably count on to stay there the most. $46 redeemed to see my cat. Oh, here you go. 46 wants to see you. Look. Oh, it's okay, sleepy boy. Say hi to everyone. Oh. 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 Okay. Go back to your spot. There you go. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, now you want pets because you got some? You think you're owed pets? Sit down. Did you see him? Crazy cat lady? That's Walt. That's Walter. He makes frequent appearances. Walt, go back on your spot. Hey, Walt, go back on your spot. Come here. Come here. You can hang out in here. Go back to your spot. Yeah, go back. Go sit on your spot. You got a comfy sweatshirt to sit on. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to make him decide. He has to make those decisions for himself. But yeah, if I could get him to reliably sit in one spot, I would do a cat cam. But Sprocket's over there singing. Yeah, he's our floofer. We have two cats. Our other one is Riley. He's our ginger cat. So we have a long hair and a short hair. I've shared pictures of both of them in the Discord on many occasions. Hey Capybara, how's it going? See that you've smooshed Walter. I got a Switch console on Friday night and I'm rebuilding my island. I forgot how much work it is to rebuild. Yeah, it is a lot of work. That's what I'm working on right now is I pretty much leveled my entire island and I'm rebuilding it. If you even look at her, she'll magically cover you with fur. Yeah, our boys are... I wonder if I put it in the Discord at one point. I feel like I did. I think I took a picture of, like, we combed out Walter, the fluffy cat, and Riley, the orange cat, and, like, the comparison of the pile of fur they each create is insane. Two Norwegian forest cats were friends for a few years. Still find fur occasionally. I would believe it. Gets everywhere. Ooh, I just thought of something. I could add some ramps in our Gold Digger set. Be interesting. Yeah, I keep getting bit by those dang things. Oh, I see. Okay, so you had the light, and now you have the full-blown console. That sucks that Nintendo does that. I am relieved that they now have cloud saves, at least, because my biggest fear was, like, I put so much time into this island, and, like, I rely on this to run, like, half of my streams, or, well, more than that, like, more than half of my streams every week. Like, if someone were to just come and, like, or if I was even to, like, drop my Switch or something and it's destroyed, it's like, oh, sorry, you're, like, I think at this point I gotta be close to, like, 600 hours in the game. It's like, sorry, doesn't exist anymore. Better luck next time. Hey, Dark Guy 3000, how's it going? Welcome to chat. Hope you're having a good night. Personally, I don't know how it works, Justin. I hope I don't ever have to find out how it works. Knowing Nintendo, it's some long, convoluted process to recover your data, but yeah, I know, Evie. It's like I feel less anxiety now. But even like, so I would go like our mod Drew, I hang out with him. Like I would go to his place and I bring my Switch and I was like, what happens if I this wouldn't happen, but I lose it on the way there, or like I somehow misplace it and I can't find it, or like I drop it and break it. It just like makes me nervous. But now I don't feel as bad. hired a nice lady from an Animal Crossing Facebook group to come and weed my island today while I was working. That's awesome. So question for you, cat lady, did they do that for free, or did you have to give them like a fee of some type? Oh, and it allowed you to terraform. Sweet. I am doing very good, Dark Eye. We're just working on, so I do game shows on Animal Crossing every week, a couple times. They're like giveaway game shows, so we have people come in from chat and win prizes and whatnot. So I'm turning my whole island into a bunch of game show sets to make my life a little bit easier. Yeah, what's up? What about Riley? Is he in here? Come get him? Okay. All right, folks, you're going to get some free chonk. 1 second. I'm going to come get the other cat. Free chonk, free chonk. Hopefully my thing works. You did pop back in time. They're both boys. This is our boy Riley. Kate had me get him because he was attacking his brother. He's being naughty. Why do you have to be naughty boy? Why? Why are you naughty boy? That's how he gives kisses. Rubs on my glasses. Just be nice to your brother. Walt is a pacifist. He doesn't fight back. So he just cries when Riley attacks him. Why do you have to be mean to him? Why do you have to be mean? Oh, you've got a little... What is under your neck, sir? You got like a chunky down there. Gross. Yes, all the kisses. Because you think you're going to get put down. Here, sit here for a while. So you stop harassing him. Sit. Sit there. No, you don't want to do that. Okay. You're going to sit behind the chair? Okay. Don't get your tail run over, sir. Yeah, I think we're pretty lucky, Justin. They're pretty good cats overall. They're naughty, like any cat, any group of cats, but you know. There's good and there's bad. Like with anything. he's good to me, but then he'll he'll attack his brother. Because that's just how it goes. Oh, I still gotta get Flo's design up here. Let's do that. I'm gonna lay down this as our little entrance. That doesn't look quite right. I think I gotta put up a little. I don't really like how that looks. I'll have to figure out something a little bit more ornate for that. But in the meantime, let's go put full... Oh, I've got full pockets apparently. One time someone asked me, why do you like cats or assholes? And I said, yeah, so am I. Why do you think I love them? Yeah, I mean, there's pretty much no refuting. Like, yeah, cats can be assholes, but you still like them. Still like, actually, let's just put these public benches down. Did I grab the TV cameras? I must not have. Okay, so let's do this then. Oh boy, nope. I'm facing the wrong way. Place that. I think that'll look good. Anything I can order you from my catalog to help you duplicate these sets? Let me think on that a little bit, Justin. Because I do have some stuff in storage still. I think at some point I will maybe need to ramp up my ordering capacity, but I do appreciate the offer, so thank you for offering. I think at the moment though I'm probably good. We'll see though once I start getting more of these sets built out. Then I might need a little bit more. Oh, I need to grab another bench. Actually, I might have one. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks for offering you two, Valor and Justin. Yeah, I'll once I kind of get my bearings a little bit more on because pretty much what's gonna happen is once I determine. So now that I've got the size of a large set down, I'm pretty much just gonna cookie cutter a couple more of these, and then I just have to determine the size of a medium set and a small set. And from there, I should know like exactly how many of each item I need for each one. So it'll kind of be like a little modular thing. Oh, and the about section is broken? Well, let me see about that. It probably isn't my... Whoops. Let me type Discord here, and I'll just copy and paste that one. Thank you for telling me about that. I always forget when I create a new... when I create a new invite, which I'm not supposed to do, that it breaks the old one. I really wish it wouldn't do that, but I understand why they do it. Oh, I'm off by just one letter there. Okay, that link should work now. I'm hoping. You're in? Awesome. So let us know if you can contribute anything. Been lurking here for a while and a contestant, so I'd love to help. Yeah, I will let you guys know. I appreciate all the offers for help. Oh, let's see. Okay, I think this will be our last bench. Did I grab another bench? Yes, I did. I think you guys are gonna like those of you who have been in the Discord for a while are gonna like Flo's new design. See, look at that. That's pretty nice, huh? Got a little audience seating. I took it down from 2 rows because it's just I feel like it doesn't add that much value to the set and takes up more space. So I think this is good. We'll go do Flo's design here though. I'll show you that. Let's go. Hopefully I've got some, I think I've got some customization kits. Oh, and to those of you who haven't seen this, we've got alternating Danny DeVito's and Willem Dafoe's at the house. Everything in perfect order. And we actually have a stream goal, Cat Lady. If we can reach $80 at some point. I'm not in a rush, but if we reach it at some point, I'm going to buy a life-size Danny DeVito cutout, and he is going to be in the background in stream. Okay, so, oh, you know what? First, I gotta download the code, or the design that Flo sent me. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, let's see if I can scan that. I'm hoping that's big enough. It should be. Yep. Ooh, come on. That should work. That's a little bit bigger. There. Got him. Face, when you see Danny DeVito behind me. Does the streamer Danny DeVito's? That's a thing? What is that? No, I don't believe they follow me. That would be cool if I would love if Danny DeVito's would follow me. I don't believe they do though. I feel like I would have remembered that. That would have been something very momentous. Momentous occasion. Let's get rid of this vaporware grid. I'm not going to use it. Have you ever seen the real Danny on Twitter? Great photos of his foot in exotic locations. Does he seriously do that? It's hilarious. Troll foot. All I remember is like anytime I think, not that this happens often, but like when you say Danny DeVito's toes, makes me think of that episode of It's Always Sunny when he has the toe knife. It's like, oh, yeah, that's a botch toe. That is a botch toe. Yes, Flo's newest design is his newborn. Born recently. That is baby Mateo. Whoops. Let's not push him into the tree. There we go. That's better. So that is baby Mateo. And in case Flo doesn't come on stream tonight, I'll take that picture for him so he knows that it's up there. I'm getting all sorts of ideas now for Gold Digger. I kind of almost want to, instead of just having it be flat, I almost want to have two ramps. Like a ramp over here and a ramp over here, and it goes up. And have it actually be like a mine theme, like as opposed to just what I had before. But add a little more like visual appeal to it. Ooh, and then I could put like wheelbarrows around here, some shovels. You know what needs to happen, 46. We need to reach that goal. And the Minecraft stream will happen, I promise. I promise. I followed through on the House Flipper stream, which we're gonna do again tomorrow. Gonna continue where we left off with House Flipper. Which I have to be careful about the music I use, because I uploaded that to YouTube and it got copyright claimed, even though it was royalty-free music I was playing. It was not. But it's fine. I'm not monetizing it anyway, so I didn't get a strike on my channel or anything, but jump off any of the ramps like you can into the water. Yeah, that would be kind of nice. Just kind of like devising what I could do here. I feel like it would be here. Let's just we don't have to make any commitments here. I feel like it would be neat to do. Okay, so let's do that. Since I destroyed like all my ramps recently, we're gonna have plenty available, so. Whoops. Figure we'll add some visual appeal to Gold Digger, huh? First post I pull up on his Twitter is Trollfoot Bricks. Okay, well now I'm gonna have to look at that after stream. And 3 levels of Gold Digger. There will be I feel like it would be tough to do 3. Well, hold on. Let's think about this for a second. Because the problem is with 3 tiers, you can't like just do like a set of steps here and then another set of steps. You have to like build it in a bit. I mean, it's doable. Well, Justin, you'd be totally fine. So what would happen if you claimed another one? You would actually knock 46 out. So what we're gonna do is you'd be essentially, since we've completed the last one, we'd go back to the beginning here, and then 46 would be gone, and then this the pre Baby Mateo photo, and then so on and so forth until we go down. Oh, like a deal or no deal set? Which is funny because I'm actually thinking about how we could play deal or no deal with those aluminum briefcases. That one I think would be one of those games we don't put on the exchange, and I'd probably have someone from Discord actually like on voice, or they'd at the very least have to be in chat, and then they could pick their briefcases and I'd give them the offers and whatnot. I'm trying to conceptualize what a 3-tiered Gold Digger set would look like. Yeah, I mean, I could do something like that, Justin. I was also thinking too, like I could just personally have a sheet with all of the briefcases and randomly like use a randomizer to assign the values each time. And then as like the person selects, I'd cross them off and tell them what one they picked, and then based on the ones that are remaining, come up with an offer. They can deal or no deal it, you know, something like that. Okay, we're gonna try something here, just for funsies. I can't really do a lot with that ramp right there. Oh yeah, Justin, if you were to add the second half, it would be perfect because your cat would be here with her pointing over here. Hello, Flo. Hey, Flo, I have something to show you. We got your design up. I think it looks pretty good. Turned out nicely. So there we go. Baby Mateo rounding out the last slot on the broom closet shrine. Which means next claim is going to knock out 46s. Yeah, and the photo actually showed up really nice. Like sometimes images are a little iffy, but I think it turned out good. Grayscale helps a lot. Yeah, I suppose. Whoops. Yeah, 46. Theoretically, you could claim it and put the exact same design there, and then you would just hold that spot for an entire cycle of of the shrine again. Well, not really theoretically. I'm telling you, you can do it. Do it right after it's removed to make a point. Okay, Sarah, this is starting to take shape. I think we could probably do this. Because then what I could do is I could have a ramp here. This is doable. This is doable. Of course, this damn ramp is in the way, so I can't do anything with that right now. Oh, we gotta get our props over here. Oh, and Justin, for the, you know, you were gonna have a little game night with Jackbox this weekend, so I will have a voice channel created for that. I'll just keep a voice channel up, I think. No, I'll just keep it there, assuming we don't have any problems. Oh, did she get a big raid, 46? Kind of curious now.
Appreciate it.
Oh, whoops, everyone can hear that. Her stream is growing pretty quick. Good for her. She's got a good stream though. She's a fun person to watch, so it's not a surprise. I think we're gonna be able to do this 3-tiered approach for Gold Digger. Was it 40? I just checked and I must be behind on my stream then. So when I checked, it wasn't that much. Although sometimes when you raid it, like the people who you carried over to, oh, there we go. Now the up. Oh, okay, wow, yeah, that's cool. Awesome. Very cool. Whoops. What was that? Oh yeah, because we got 2 tonight. Yeah, I'm 1 away from 200. I never would have imagined a couple months ago that I'd have close to 200 folks follow and a pretty good amount of regular folks who stop by, which is really cool. I think things kind of worked out in my favor with Animal Crossing because I was always intending on playing this game and kind of blew up with everyone staying at home. Alt account time. 46, you made an alt account. I would never expect you to do something like that. If you ever want a follower gold challenge, I would like to see this old mythical Jim Sterling S review persona. You hinted at previously. That would be, yeah, that would be something I could do. That's a good idea, Justin. I know that the content is still out there. And I think I did, I'm trying to think. Because kind of how I did, I was still very much in an experimental phase of like creating that sort of content. So I did, I think 6 full-blown game reviews, and each of them are like a half-hour long with like, you know, that are produced with effects and everything like that. And then like I did some topical videos. I feel like the ones that are just on a random topic aren't as good because I tried to have a fine balance between creating content that was quick to make and stuff that was quality. The problem I always ran into was I hated making the stuff that was like really quick with low quality because I didn't like it. Like I didn't I didn't like putting my name, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't really like putting my name behind stuff that I didn't feel like 100% on, and so I made some stuff like that, and I was like, eh. I was much prouder of like the reviews I did as opposed to just like the quick like, oh, something happened at BlizzCon type thing. Yeah, I'd be comfortable sharing it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do a follower goal. I'll set that up for next stream. That would be a good idea. I would love to actually get, and I need to be careful how I say this. I would say that creating videos like that is probably like a bigger passion of mine. Like, I did a review of We Happy Few, and so the actual game was, what was it? Like probably 40 hours of gameplay. So I played that through, and then I made the review. And between the gameplay and the actual filming, writing a script, everything like that, it was like a 300-hour long production. The thing that was like super disheartening about it though, like, so with Twitch, I've been doing this for 2 months and I already have like close to 200 people, and like I've got a regular group of folks, and it's fun to interact with you all and talk to you about stuff. Like I would put 300 hours into one half-hour video, and I like over like 2 months I'd get 10 views. So it was like like super disheartening. And a lot of it's because gaming on YouTube is just a really saturated area, I guess, and the algorithm doesn't really like gaming stuff, it seems. But yeah, I could do a reacting to it as well. But yeah, like I incorporated like a little bit of stop motion with the videos because I really like stop motion. And I probably won't ever make content again under that moniker, but yeah, I'd be willing to share it. Actually, no, I only want... So 46, is like, is your main account like Mario and SNAS 46's Wario, or tell me what the appropriate analogy would be for your for your alt account. But I have considered making those types of videos again. I just got super burnt out from making them because I was putting so much effort in and felt like I wasn't like getting a payoff. I felt like not a monetary, but like I just wasn't getting people watching it. But now that I stream, I have somewhat of a baked in audience, so maybe one of these days when I work up the motivation, I'll give it another swing, but we'll do something. We'll put a creative spin on Raging Janitor instead. Because I really do like doing those videos. Man, I really wish this ladder or this step thing was out of the way. Okay, so now we have to plan where the ramps are gonna go. SNAS is a Goomba. Oh, Justin has made his redemption. Justin, if you... Uh-oh. There it is. One after the other. Okay. So 46, yours is going to go here now. That was a quick reaction. And then Justin, what is... do you want... If you have your design ready, I can get it up here now while we're on stream. Sprocket. Oh my god. You gotta move, dude. Yes. Yep. That works for me. 46, are you keeping that exact same design, or are you implementing a new one? Oh, you know what? I didn't need to do this. Why am I doing this? Why didn't I just write over the... Because I didn't think, that's why. Oh, now it's like in an endless cycle. All I ask is if you can be creative and get them adjacent to each other ever, if that means bumping my other one towards the front of the exit queue. Could probably do that. All right, so let me before I move ahead with that. Do you want them like right next to each other, or like is one in between, or like how would you? What are you thinking? Next to each other? Okay, so what we'll do if you're okay with it, Justin, we'll put your new one. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll get them next to each other. Yeah, we should be able to do that. I'm just talking myself through it. And if you find a better one, Justin, just send it to me. I know you mentioned that in your message there. If you find a different one that you want to use instead, just send it to me and I'll just scan over that one. That should be easy enough. Okay, that sounds good. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do that. I don't need to craft. All I need to do is download. There we go. And then it should be taken care of. What I'll do is I'll just remember the order. Instead of just having them be like bing, 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 I'll just write down the order of elimination, if you will. And that way we can kind of be creative with our placement here. She didn't pick up on that 46? All right, Justin, here, so we can get a good shot of it. We'll take this out of the way for a second. And here, let's get out of this for a second. No, you're not going in the right spot. No, no. Just back out of it. Thank you. I have an idea that I'm trying to do. I'm hoping that turned out good. Here, let's see. All right. I'll throw that one in the Discord for you, Justin. Here, let me post it on my my Trasher Twitter account. Okay, that turned out much better than I thought it was going to for that picture. Perfect. Oh, I've got too much crap in my... Oh, I hate this too. It's all plants, so I can't... I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with it. I feel like if I talk with both accounts, I might confuse people new to the stream. Is that your goal, though, to confuse people? I feel like you're the master of chaos and confusion, 46. Isn't that kind of your game? Okay, bear with me 1 second here. Gotta go run to the potty real fast. While I do that, I'm just gonna run a quick ad. I'll be right back. If you're still there, have a good night, Justin. Thank you for stopping in. Hey, Gomez, how's it going? Good to see you. Glad that you joined us in the Discord. Ooh, you got to be up at 5? I don't blame you. Well, have a good night as well, Valor. We will see you soon. See you in the Discord. Gomez, we are, to update you, we are working on Game Show Island. The goal is to kind of create like a modular... essentially what I'm doing is I'm turning my entire island into game show sets. That way I don't have to reset them every time. So like if we want to play Gold Digger, there will always be a Gold Digger set just out here ready to go. If we want to play our other games, those will all be there as well. So just working on over the last couple weeks, I've been working on rearranging the homes. Just kind of working on lots of construction right now. Yeah, it got to the point where it's like I'm spending so much time in the game, just taking down and setting up sets that I don't have time to actually like create new games, which is not like, that's not fun. Like part of the fun part is like creating new games for people to play. So I want to try optimizing how I handle things so that that part is a little bit easier to take care of. And Justin and Sarah had the great idea, or maybe it was 46 too, of having a multi-tiered Gold Digger game. So I think next time we play this, it's going to be like several tiered Gold Digger set. So it'll be a little more interesting to look at other than just a flat dirt patch. And we got to get rid of this thing. I suppose I could have left that there, just on a different design, but I kind of feel like anytime you do like multi-tiered stuff, like waterfalls are kind of obligatory, right? So I feel like I have to add one at some point here. Yeah, I think I have to get rid of this one, which I think I have set to be demolished by tomorrow morning. Ooh, yes. How did your first day go? I feel like most times, like from my college courses anyway, it felt like the first day was always like read the syllabus. It's like, okay, well, should be fun, but at least it's not tough. Whoops. Actually, could be kind of cool. Put a little ramp. I had to coach my management teacher how to use Zoom. Oh, yeah, that's this whole pandemic business has kind of been a paradigm shift in how things around the world operate, I feel like. A lot of people are learning things they did not know how to do before. Don't be fooled, Gomez. That is 46's alt account. All right, all right. I'm starting to dig the look of this. Wonder. He likes to well, I know that you probably use it for other reasons, but he likes to bank up his mop moolah points so that he can get more cat showings. Well, that didn't work out the way I hoped it would. No, 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 no. Oh, I guess it's just gonna have to be like that, unless I make it a little bit wider. So essentially the way I had it before. Oh, you know, just breaking stuff. Oh, 46, is it like a timeout a user type thing? Well, 46, we are glad that you watch us. I think I'm just gonna have to wait for that ramp to go away before I plan anything else. Wrestler streams. I'm just going to leave that project there for now. And we'll put this here. And this museum is going to be in the way a bit, but we'll start working on creating the space for the next one. Yeah, I agree, Flo. It would be super nice if it was just like instant demo, because then I could actually move on with my life, but alas, it is not meant to be. Let's get our little markers out. So it's 15 by 23, so we gotta go 15 high, I think. Yep. Keep coming. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that's how far up the wall needs to go. So let's take care of that. Damn it, right when I get this out, star comes out. This always happens. Hit a wall with my island. I don't know what else to do. I live for farming flowers now. You know, the cool thing about the game is, you know, they're going to keep coming out with content. So, you know, there's always seems like there's something around the corner. I personally, like, I have more bells than I need to spend, which is actually kind of what got me into doing the game shows, is I was like, just spread the wealth, I guess. But I have a lot of fun working the turnip exchange, because that way I get to, number one, make a bunch of bells, and number two, I get to visit a bunch of other people's islands, which is kind of fun for me. Well, so how I fund the game shows every week, at least the bell portion of the game shows, is that I will buy anywhere in the range of like 5 to 15 million bells worth of turnips. And I just sell those. So that's what I spend a lot of my week doing on the game, is just selling all of those. Occasionally I'll host for turnip prices, but I usually don't have good enough prices, and I don't time travel, so... now in theory, that should match up with our wall over here, which it looks like it does. A little hard to tell with the museum in the way, but... So I think we're close enough anyway. So we're gonna keep building this wall out for set number 2. And we've determined that we're going to have 3 size game show sets. We're going to have a small, medium, large. This is the large set. So what we play Gold Digger on is the largest size set. So I have to determine what a medium and small size will be. But this whole row is going to be large sets. I'm not sure what set number 2 is going to be quite yet, Flo. The other, I mean, we've played Hop to It, but honestly, I don't think Hop to It requires a large set. I think that probably is more like a medium set game. So I feel like I don't need to allocate as much space to that one. You know, we were talking about, I'm going to be, at some point in the near future here, be play testing some, Quidditch, because I saw a video of people playing football in Animal Crossing, and it got me thinking we could apply these same concepts but to Quidditch, and we could have Quidditch matches, which would be kind of fun, I think. Yeah, not only is there a way now, okay, the one thing you have to consider is you know, there are going to be certain elements that you just aren't going to be able to replicate. Like, you're not going to be able to replicate, like, you know, having bludgers and beaters. Like, you're not, and like the golden snitch thing is going to be hard, but you can at the very least play with like a quaffle and the 3 rings. But essentially what you do is you have, since there aren't any balls you can push in the game, what you can do is you can push people. So you have one person be the quaffle, and then you have your teams, and they try to push them into the rings for points. And I saw some designs that you create cliffs with stalls on the top, and it's like the stands for the Quidditch matches in the game. So I'm excited. I'm excited to start building it and play test it and see how it goes. And I actually think we might not need a large set for that. It might be in our best interest to have more of a medium-sized set, but yeah, I will let you know, because at some point I'm probably going to hold like a test run just to see how it works. That's probably one of those games I won't put up on the exchange. I'll just like farm interested people from the Discord and like have a Quidditch night or something. I know some people were talking, we'd have to see what the breakdown is, but some people were saying it'd be fun to like break people up into their respective houses and play like a tournament with the different houses. I thought that would be an awesome idea. However, I don't know in theory how well that's going to work, because I feel like a lot of people end up being Gryffindor. I am also Ravenclaw, so I feel like there's a lot. We did like a quick polling. Flo is a Slytherin, so we have a Slytherin there. But we'd have to see. We might just have to kind of make teams and just play it out that way. But yeah, I'm excited to try that out. Small set makes the matches go faster. Yeah, that's very true, Flo. If it's too big, it'll take forever. Because I'm thinking, I actually had an idea of how to do the golden snitch, but I feel like it's a better idea in theory than in practice. Because I was thinking what you could do, and unfortunately it means like anyone who's playing Seeker has to be your best friend. But what you could do is you could bury a whole bunch of stuff all over the island, and you bury one gold nugget on the island, and that's the snitch. So the Seekers have to run around the island with a shovel digging up all the random garbage I buried everywhere. And as soon as they find the gold nugget, that's the snitch. The thing that kind of was unfortunate though is like you don't see them do that, so it's like it's fun when you can see people play the game. If anyone has a better idea, I'd be willing to, because I feel like the only mechanic of the game I can really implement at this point is like the quaffle and the rings. But we'll see. I feel like this wall is out a little bit too far. Hey Racer, how's it going? Good to see ya. Ooh, that's an idea, 46. That's a good idea. Do you know 46 with the slot machines is that random, or can you time those like you time the wheels? I didn't try it too much, but I did try a little bit timing those slot machines so that I could get it on the jackpot, and I wasn't sure if it worked like the wheel. I'm having a great night, Racer. Thank you for asking. You're sitting outside in the middle of a dust storm playing AC. Well, I hope your Switch isn't getting dusty. Oh, so Gomez, pretty much what I was saying was, I haven't thought of a good way to, so like as far as like the beaters go, like there's no objects in the game that really fly towards you, so I feel like there isn't really a good way to implement that. But I was thinking for the snitch, I was trying to come up with ideas for how that could work, and I said one thing I came up with that sounds probably better in theory than in actual practice is you'd have to your seekers could be you list them as your best friend on the island so they can dig stuff. And what I would do is just I'd bury a bunch of random shit all over the island, and then I'd bury one gold nugget. So they essentially have to run around the island trying to find the gold nugget, which is the snitch. The thing I don't like about that idea is that you don't get to see them play, which that's kind of like the fun part of the game, is like seeing everyone play. So they would just be kind of running around on their own, trying to find a gold nugget. 46 came up with the idea though that you could have them spin the slot machine in between scores, and if they get the jackpot, that's like the snitch. And I am willing to take ideas. But I suppose what I could do, because I've made a lot of custom graphics for the game, I could have the slot machine and then put like a little snitch symbol right under it. So that would be that would work, I think. 46 is looking into if it's random. That was my question. Was you know, the prize wheels, those are not random. You can time those. But I wasn't sure how the slot machines work. But I was thinking if we did a Quidditch night, it'd be really fun to like I could dress up in wizard gear. I could theme my stream layout to be all Quidditch themed. I could have a scoreboard on overlay on the stream. I like that as long as it's not 2 minutes into the game. Yeah, so I was thinking Gomez, one thing I could do is I could implement like a minimum score rule. Like we don't start spinning for the snitch until like 5 scores or something like that. And then after that, people start spinning the jackpot thing or whatever. A wheel so you can win every time. How about no? And that's where I think I'd have to think about it, like practically. That's where it'd be nice to play test and see, like, realistically, how long does it take for someone to score? Is it like instantly? Because at that point, then it's like maybe you say, 10 scores before you start spinning for the snitch. But if it takes a while in between scores, then you could lower that. So. Yeah, for sure. Have to do a beta, an alpha and a beta run on that one. It's a little more complicated than some of the other things we've done on the stream, where it's like pick an X. I keep seeing those, and it's like I'm busy. I don't want to. You know what? Okay, so I just thought of something too. So that made me think, Flo. One thing that would be interesting is if you somehow, with your beaters, if you use that same mechanic with the jackpot wheel, and if they win, they get to give a tut mask for the next score to one of the opposing team members. So, like, one of the opposing team members would have to wear a mask, and it's essentially like them getting hit with what is it, a bludger? Is that the name of the ball? The nasty ball you don't want to get hit with. War? Are you talking about the game we played? We haven't played. That is one game we only played once and we never returned. I feel like it was a little complicated to play. I think that's why we didn't go back to it, but that's one I think could go on a small set pretty easily. That one, for those who weren't here to play that one, it was 2 wheels. And you played against a staff member, and it was the 1 through 8 wheel. And essentially what you did was you just spun, and the first to 3 victories was the winner of the match, and it was, highest number wins, essentially. I feel like I could, if I made some tweaks to how I had the set for that one. You know what? I think the biggest problem was the queue, because with Gold Digger, people can just run onto the set and wait on their X. Whereas with War, I had like 4 staff members over, so things started getting clogged up, and I just remember that game being kind of hectic. I think if I had less staff and a little bit tighter set, that one could be an easy game to do. I'm guessing I can't be wheel staff or more. Well, yeah, because you'll just stop it on 8 every time. I want our guests to be able to at least have a puncher's chance at winning 46. All right, everyone. I think that's gonna do it for me for the evening. I think we're gonna call it quits. But what we'll do, we'll head on over to Sully's channel, give her another raid. I am going to be back on tomorrow night, same time, 7 p.m. Central. And we're gonna be playing House Flipper again. And yeah, I will see you guys all over on the Discord. So have yourselves a wonderful night, and I will chat with you soon. And as always, be excellent to each other. Have a good night, guys.